Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video by yours truly. We've been cooking it up in the kitchen with March 7th and Moze, as I've been telling people on my streams, and man, do these two pop off. But there's a little bit of like tricks of the trade, some intricacies and complexities to their kit when it comes to making them synergize. But overall, I'm really excited to show you guys the content I have prepared for you today. First, we're going to do a showcase, no talking, no commentary, no nothing, just pure blown cinema, right? Absolutely cinema. Genuinely? All right, my bad. Much love, Pokey. I'm going to show you guys that. And then after the fact, we're going to do our walkthrough like we normally do, providing insight, explaining to you guys why I did this and that and so on and so what. Then we'll go into the builds. And after you get done watching this video, I think you'll have a profound understanding with regards to how these two characters are designed to be played, and it'll be cool. Anyways, enjoy, and I'll see you in a bit.
Feeling lucky.
Shall begin. Each blossom a divine
Further stealth.
danger present still together. Here you go, Master.
To loot.
White card, left card, what? Dead!
Hedge your bets. Watch your head. High.
I hope we're meant to strike for the world.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off.
I could take 10 of you. Yeah.
Dark.
Awesome. White tiger, left card, what? Dead!
To loot. High. No dirty tricks already. No dirty trick. Watch your head. Head to bust. Or maybe I'll take it off.
Ready to shine. Yeah. I quit. Still together.
See you later.
It's okay.
Zoning out.
I cannot rest. Ready to shine.
Okay, so I'll be honest with you. There's actually a lot to teach about March and Moze. They're quite an intricate and complex duo. Whereas if you don't understand how their kits function, it's easy to brick the entire team, which is why we're going to be going through this walkthrough of how they are designed to function together, what build options you want to try and aim for, or stats you want to try to aim for to ensure that they're bringing out, you know, the most damage and the most functionality, I suppose. So the first thing I want to point out here is when we go into battle, what I like about this comp is you can use everybody's techniques, right? And then open up with Moze, which gives them a 30% damage bonus going into battle. But the cool thing is when you use everybody's skill points, March 7th also just pretty much gets a full one turn ult as soon as you go into battle. So the synergy technique point wise is cool. I like going behind people to like, I'm such a fucking weeb, bro. I went behind her just to do an assassin. And to get a look at that ass. All right, anyways, like skill with Robin, right? This is the most important part right here. Your March 7th has to be faster than Moze. She has to be, because if she's not, she can't grant him Shifu. Why can't she grant him Shifu, Smack? Because bro goes to the Shadow Realm, actually puts the departed state on somebody. So this guy, when you use his skill to, you know, make somebody his prey, he leaves the field. Bro literally dips off. So if March isn't faster than him and you try to cast Shifu, he's literally not even a target on the field. So step number one, she has to be faster than him. Now here's the tricky part. Bro advances himself by 30% the minute a wave comes in. That means it applies to the start of the battle. March 7th advances herself by 25% at the start of the battle. He does it every single wave. What I'm getting at here is you only need March to be faster than him at the start of the battle. That's it, right? You grant him Shifu, and then you never have to worry about speed tuning between him and March ever again. Because the cool thing about March's Shifu is it lasts forever until you decide to make somebody else their Shifu. So cool that she doesn't have turn duration on that, by the way. So anyways, here's the tricky part. Their best builds are actually with attack percent boots. I'm about to cook this up for you guys. We're going to be paused right here for a bit because there's actually a lot to educate. Their best builds are attack percent boots because of their action value manipulation intrinsically built into their kits. March 7th, as I said before, she advances herself forward by 25% just one time when you go into battle. However, when she grants somebody Shifu, one of her Eidolons gives her a permanent 10% speed boost. So as long as Shifu's on the field, she has a 10% speed boost. So what this means is if you can get March 7th to 123 attack speed, which she has pretty damn high base speed, it's not hard to get her there. If you can get her there, that means you can put on an attack percent boot and still go twice for the rest of the cycles, because the action value advancement on the first part has got you covered. And then going into the next wave, she already has the 10% speed boost, bringing her to 133, 134 speed, allowing you to always go twice with her while still rocking an attack percent boot to get that extra damage. But here's the next tricky part. The discrepancy of Moze and March 7th is a 5% action value advancement. Moze is 30% every single wave. He just fucking advances himself by 30%. So you have to make sure your March is substantially faster than Moze. My scenario here, my March, I believe, is 123 speed. We'll look at the stats. And my Moze is 111 speed. So even the 5% action value advancement discrepancy that he has still is going to make him slower than March, because she's quite a bit of action value quicker. Not by a lot, but just enough to where they can both rock attack percent boots and still go twice. The other thing about Moze, and this is now we can get back into the showcase, is you kind of want this guy to enter his departed state and then immediately leave it as fast as possible so that he can still get an extra turn in. We failed to do that in this showcase. So I could have went a second time with Moze, but I didn't leave the departed state fast enough. Essentially, that's up to Aventurine RNG of him triggering more follow-up so that he can get out of. Once you consume all 9 stacks down there, bro, he leaves the departed state and gets a 25%, I believe, action value advancement, which puts him right back in the cycle, even though he only has a 111 speed. So these two, like, they really are intricate. And sorry if I'm yapping, but it's a lot to educate on. Anyways, right here, what do we do once we put prey on the enemy with Moze? You put prey on the enemy, now they take an increased damage for follow-up attacks. He's a nice little buffer as well as a DPSer. March 7th is now going to get to work, right? So we skill with Moze. March 7th follows up. And then March 7th ults, because you get a free 1-turn ult. And from this point on, we're just working on picking apart the guy that has been deemed the prey by Moze. So we hard focus this dude, right? Moze follows up. Another follow-up. Moze ults. Boom. And pay attention to those numbers on Moze's picture down here. Every time anybody attacks his prey, a point goes down, and then every 3 points, he's going to follow up. So that's how Moze's kit works, and for anybody who didn't know. But him and March 7th are absolutely insane because his prey buff is buffing March 7th. He has another buff that gives her crit damage, anybody crit damage who attacks his prey. And then March 7th, once she does her enhanced basic, she gives him 60% crit damage boost. Boom. So that's a 60% crit damage boost right there. 69 up there. Cultured. And then my Aventurine is rocking Japard's light cone. So bro's pretty much always getting attacked. He's always getting aggroed, which is good. That enables more follow-ups, which enables departed state to be consumed quickly. And that's what we want. But as you can see here, we took too long for Moze to exit his departed state. See, now this is the other thing. If you kill his prey, then he leaves the departed state automatically. But unfortunately, we did that too slow. So he didn't get an extra turn inside of the cycle. You can do that. I've done runs where you can do that. But that's what I mean by his kit is quite intricate because there's really a number of ways to play this guy. The next most important thing that I want to talk to you about, we're moving a little fast here, guys. You want Moze when Robin ults, you want Moze to be the first in line to go. Because if he's the first in line to go, as you can see down here, whenever Robin, who, for those of you who don't know, cast her ult, the order down here that they're in right now is how they're going to be advanced forward. Good news is that Moze is just a little bit faster than Aventurine here. This is good because now we can use Moze's skill to make another prey. And then anytime anybody who goes after him attacks, they're going to go ahead and automatically start working on that follow-up attack point system for Moze. So it's important that he goes first when Robin ults. That's all I'm trying to say. Oh, never, ever, ever use his skill on a target that's about to die. It's the biggest waste ever. Well, maybe I can see some scenarios where it can work just for the action value advancement. But from my experience, yeah, you just want to go ahead and focus on the elites. Don't try to kill these targets. Leave them for somebody else to kill. All right, so March follows up. Aventurine, see them points going down there for Moze? And this was crucial. We needed every bit of this. And then now this symbiotic relationship between him and March is insane because he attacks so fucking much that he keeps filling March's stuff up so that she can get her extra turn. And so now we get to skill here. This was very important. We're going to come back here and show that one more time. This was very fucking important, guys. I'm telling you, there's so many ways you can mess up these twos, like the way their kits function. There's so many ways to stuff it. So right here, March follows up and she gets a free turn. It was so important right here to basic attack before the ult. Because if I ult in basic attack, I would have wasted my enhanced March 7th basic attack on a fucking peasant, on a Weedle over there, right? So we had the basic attack first and then ult second so that our next enhanced basic would have full-blown potency and efficacy, I guess, so to speak. So we skill regular here, we get the kill, and then we ult. Now, the next time March 7th gets her enhanced basic attack, she's going to do a shit ton of damage. And then right here, we're going to hard focus the hell out of Kafka. Now, the other thing that's crazy about this team, you guys, is the amount of attack frequency that's occurring between March 7th, Moze, and Aventurine. Just look at Robin's energy meter down there. These guys attack so often that, dude, they are battery. They give her so much juice. It's insane how much juice they give her. So look, attack, ult, right? Follow up, boom. Aventurine follows up, boom. Moze follows up, boom. And then the buff activates, boom. It's just like, dude, Robin's just sitting over there eating a steak, bro. She's just sitting over there eating a steak. Unfortunately, my Aventurine's defense isn't the highest, but it's good enough to get the job done. Light work, no reaction. Japard, light comb, poggers. So we're going to skill here and then ult, and then another free follow-up is going to be given to Moze. All right, he follows up. Ring. Then March 7th, you see she's only got 1 point left before her she gets her free enhanced basic. When she auto basic attacks with her own fucking basic attack, that counts towards her point system down there. So we get a free, and this is what I was telling you about, guys. This was the one. Because we skilled first in that first cycle and then ulted, now we get our enhanced basic for free. Look at this damage. Look at this damage. Yeah, dog. That was due to the skill, or I'm sorry, the 5-head play we did earlier. Anyways, March 7th, we obviously have, that's another thing about this team. We got plenty skill points. So we automatically spam her skill to get her as close as possible to her ultimate. And then with the high attack frequency of this composition, we're able to, get that no problem. Plus we're getting hit, right? So follow up, and then March 7th goes. And again, guys, this was another situation where if we were a little bit better with attack frequency, Moze could have gone before March 7th pops her ult. But look, thankfully, again, we hit Robin's ult, and guess who's first in line? This is so important. Like I told you, it's important for him to always be first in line. So he can get his prey target immediately. So look, we deem the prey. Boom. Now that we have our prey designated, any attack that happens to this target afterwards, it's already working towards his follow-ups. I can't stress that to you enough. It's so important for him to be first in line. Bam. So look, 8 points already. Aventurine attacks, 7 points. Aventurine attacks again, 6 points. And now we get our follow-up. That's thanks to Moze being first in line. Now his ult comes up. I mean, dude, this shit is insane. I was actually thoroughly impressed that we were able to finish this without using March 7th's second enhanced attack, which probably would have been another 260k on their head, right? So we finished off with Moze just for the cool points. But March 7th would have did more damage than that with her enhanced basic. I just wasn't trying to finish this cool showcase off with her goofy ass ultimate. All right. So now let's go ahead and look at these builds real quick so you guys can understand the build strategy. Man, freaking nose is itching. I'm not covering up anything, am I? Let's move me over here, make me a little bit tinier. Okay, and that should be good enough. All right, so yeah, so I'm gonna tell you right now, 100% crit strike chance on March 7th is where it's at. If you can get as close as possible to 100% crit strike chance on her, all of her fucking ticks are always gonna crit, which is gonna maximize her damage. Swordplay, one of the best options in the game for March 7th. Probably the best option in the game for March 7th, because the amount of damage bonus from swordplay is wild, right? But it counts per tick of the character's attacks, and March 7th ticks like a fucking machine. So swordplay is really fucking good on her. Now, I have a rainbow set on her, right? But look at the sub stats on the rainbow set. I don't have a on set for March 7th that can outperform these rainbow sub stats. These rainbow sub stats are fucking insane. So I wasn't worried about an on-set piece because, yeah, all my sub stats on my rainbow set were just insane. Plus, we had to do speed tuning to ensure that she was faster than Moze with an attack percent boot. And then we have imaginary damage boost here. This set's actually just not bad, I'll be honest. I have cracked shit on it, and it's actually a pretty damn good set. Every time somebody dies, March 7th gets 4% crit damage boost. We got, what, a total of 3, actually it's not that many people. Still get some. We get 4 times 5. All right. Well, and then honestly, you don't even really get that. You get 4 times 3 from the first cycle, so 12%. Yeah, this set's cope. I'll be honest, it's cope. But we got good sub stats on it, and that's what matters. All right, our Robin, 141 speed, 4,000. I think I have one of the most cracked Robins in the game. My Robin's disgusting. She's got an attack percent boot on, guys. She doesn't have a speed boot. That's an attack percent boot with 141 speed and 4,300 attack. We got Japard, light cone on him. We're rocking damage for Aventurine. So we've got the follow-up set in the middle, making him do some pretty solid damage, and 2 defensive, the 2-piece defense, 2-piece speed. And I've told y'all plenty of times, like Aventurine, I'm telling you, Japard's light cone is so fucking cracked on him. It's wild. Here's the real cook. 111 speed, 2896, just slow enough to still go before March 7th when the battle starts. We're at 84 over 205 with Dr. Ratio's light cone. That's the cook. Oh, that is the cook. And now I haven't seen anything on this guy, but me personally, he literally applies a debuff with his skill. So the Pioneer Diver of Dead Waters is my go-to set. and I have insane pieces on the Inert Salsado. Plus, Inert is still the most cracked set in the entirety of the game. It's literally applicable to pretty much every fucking DPS known to mankind, except a very select few. But yeah, you can use that set, or he's actually got some variety of options. You can use the one I had on Aventurine, the follow-up set on him. And I think you could use one more set that's not coming to my mind. But yeah, you know, obviously follow-up. And that is my Moze. Yeah, cracked E6. We ended up getting him to E6. I ain't gonna cap. We spent a little more money just so we can get his ass to E6 because I wanted to see his performance at E6. But hopefully this showcase has shown you guys how much these characters can perform when played correctly. Now I know some of these fucking nerds are gonna be like, that was a Robin showcase. Yeah, well, so is every other showcase in the game that you see that 0 cycles. Guess what? They have a fucking Robin or they have a Robin. So how about you just cork that shit and shut up? All right. Thanks for watching. I hope I brought you guys some good insight. 2 4 stars popping off. Oh, almost forgot. I nicknamed this comp Eminem. It's mine. I coined this shit. Eminem. March 7th in Moze. Team Eminem, baby. Ooh, 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 ooh.